George Herrera, and I want to talk to you about a big problem that we are experiencing right now, and it is the bust of several banks, and that is caused because of the way the system is. And it all started with the Federal Reserve. It started in 1913, December 1913, when they were able to deceive, the money masters were able to deceive the population, creating a bank, a private bank that they call federal. So because they used the word federal, it was accepted. But that has been the root of all the problems that we have had in this country and the world since the creation of the Federal Reserve. And that causes inflation. So let's explain what inflation is. Inflation is the increase of money in the monetary system. And in that, there are three factors. There is the government that wants to spend. There is the Federal Reserve that can create money out of thin air. And there are the banks that can multiply the money because of the model that they operate, which is called fractional reserve banking. So that's what creates inflation. And then it reflects in higher prices. That's what the population understand as inflation. And today that everybody's talking about the bust of the Silicon Valley Bank and the Signature Bank in New York, and maybe any other banks, and a lot of layoffs, and people thinking that a new recession is going to start. The problem is that they don't talk about the root of the problem. They talk about ways to solve it, but it's just like putting a band-aid on a big wound. But we need to attack the root of the problem. What is the root? The root is the Federal Reserve, because they can create money out of thin air. That's not right. That's black magic. So that shouldn't be. The Federal Reserve should be eliminated. Ron Paul told us about it in 1976. People that followed well, people that are kind of libertarian, but they follow the now I forgot. Well, if I'm not thinking about it, I'll remember it. But anyway, the Federal Reserve creates problems in the economy because of the I'm gonna do this again. So well, I guess I'm already live, so I better continue. So the government prints a lot of money with the help of the Federal Reserve. And then the money that the government receives goes into banks, and banks multiply the money because of the fractional reserve banking system that they use. And everybody's talking about that we need to be more, have responsibility, ask Congress to be responsible, but nothing is going to change, nothing is going to be solved unless the Federal Reserve is eliminated and the banks are forced to use 100% reserve, the same way that the insurance industry does. So that's the way to solve this. Banks have to abide to 100% reserve and eliminate the Federal Reserve. With the 100% reserve of the banks, the speculation would be minimal. The use of high leverage would be minimal. So it will be hard. And the problem is we have big interests that want to keep the system the way it is, because the money masters, they created that in 1913. They created a system where the money masters could speculate and engage in risky ventures that if it will work, fantastic, they will make a ton of money. But if it will fail, they didn't have to worry about it because the population was the insurance. So that's why that has to be eliminated, and banks have to abide to 100% reserves. If you want to secede from banks, talk to me. I'll tell you about the infinite banking concept, and I'll help you set up your policy. That will help you to secede from the banking system that we are stuck with right now. And changing things the way I said it at the beginning is going to be extremely hard. But if we embrace the infinite banking concept, we will secede one family at a time from the banking industry. Contact me at jorgeeherrera.com. Talk to you later.